beware of the werewolves of summer.
That was gross. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a good theme song, man. I did a good job.
It is. It's pretty.
Toot my own horn. Yeah.
It's pretty ride the wave, bro. Welcome back, everybody, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends. It's summertime, and you know what that means as Rob is tripping off the spiritual acid over there. It's Werewolves of Summertime, back for week 2 for a double full moon feature. Rob.
No, we're not doing 2 full moon movies. No, that's not happening.
Not the company. No, sorry, not the company. I was trying to get, the werewolf train rolling here, but instead I just possibly gave everybody a reason to press the stop podcast button.
Yeah, don't leave. Oh, well, you might want to, but don't leave for this one. I'm Rob.
I'm Jason Michael.
And today we're giving you a double feature. We are talking about WOLFCOP from 2014 and another WOLFCOP from 2017.
Stupid. Fucking stupid.
I had already seen WOLFCOP multiple times. Mm-hmm. So I kind of lied when I said all of these were new. I had never seen another WOLFCOP. I feel like I had known that they had made a second one, but I probably completely forgotten. Mm-hmm. So when I was looking through for I did a bunch of different searches to try and find werewolf movies for this year. And I was like, all right, I did lesser known or most acclaimed, but not Hollywood hits. And then I did offbeat comedies, because that was something I really wanted to find. Was I wanted to throw one comedy in here, because last year, our first year of it, we accidentally added a comedy, unaware it was a comedy, and I don't think it was supposed to be. We both really enjoyed it either way, but werewolves.
I'm trying to remember it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a comedy, but yeah, I think it was trying so hard to be an action movie that it came off as that and Frank Grillo's rippling fucking abs.
In a punk rock fucking werewolf. It's just a wild fucking choice. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about these 2 movies. These are fucking awesome. I enjoyed both of them. Obviously, I enjoyed WOLFCOP because I watched it 6 times.
6 times? I was ready. Yeah.
But
got a Loomis double feature.
Yeah, so this studio synopsis for WOLFCOP, you're going to get these back to back. The studio released and said, as a series of strange and violent events begin to occur, an alcoholic police officer realizes that he has been turned into a werewolf as part of a larger plan. True. I didn't have to rewrite that. That was very well worded without spoiling anything, I thought.
Good for you, WOLFCOP.
WOLFCOP, another WOLFCOP from 2017, the studio wrote, alcoholic werewolf cop, Luke Aru, springs into action when an eccentric businessman with evil intentions seduces Woodhaven's residents with a new brewery and hockey team in this outrageous horror comedy sequel. Again, yes. Pretty dang spot on. Both of these movies were both written and directed by Lowell Dean, which, good on Lowell. Also, at the same time, and I mean this in the kindest way possible, it's going to come across aggressive no matter how I say it, but Lowell, fuck you, man. You literally put at the end of another WOLFCOP will return. Bitch, it's been 10 years. Where the fuck is 3? I have done an obscene amount of research and there's no information at all.
Maybe one day WOLFCOP will come back at the turn of the tide when we need him most. WOLFCOP's not the hero that we deserve.
It's been 10 years and the actor that plays Lou wasn't young. He is 10 years older now. So I don't know, man. I mean, he was in prosthetics. He did all of it, I don't know. I want another one so bad. Just make it a trilogy and close it out. I'll be happy.
Blow up Wolf Cop.
Let's jump into some fun facts about Wolf Cop. And then we're going to talk about Wolf Cop. And then I'll give you some fun facts about another Wolf Cop. And then we'll jump into that one. So Wolf Cop facts.
Please have something about the budget. I'm so fucking intrigued.
They had nothing on about it at all. It's an independent film. They're indie films. They're indie Canadian films. You're not going to get much information in general on those.
I mean, that's fair, but like, if you look at the goddamn effects they had, I need to know.
They're so 50-50. The name of the main character, Lou Garou, means werewolf in French. And I'm not going to try and pronounce the French spelling. I'm not good at it, but it's Loupgarou. The exact same spelling as his last name in the movie.
I have a few French Canadians here on camera. I'll ask them.
When I looked into it, the fun facts for another Wolf Cop that was one of the same fun facts, and I was like, yeah. I fucking know that already, but they said specifically French Canadian. So I was like, okay, cool, because they are different dialects. Just in case anyone out there did not know that, French and French Canadian are very different languages.
Whoa.
The sequence with Lou Garou attacking and destroying the meth lab was filmed in 1.5 days.
Damn.
Watching that, no, I wouldn't have thought it would have taken that long to do, because it's not like it's not a grandiose scene, because it definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
But 1.5 days seems like a lot.
Could be.
But who knows? So those are the fun facts about Wolf Cop from 2014. Tried to keep it short, just because we are talking about 2 movies.
Mm-hmm. God, what a fucking
You didn't like it?
I had no idea what to expect going into this movie, but based on not the trailer, but the poster alone, I was sold. I was so fucking sold. And then, I mean, how many more fun facts do you have? Because I just want to talk about this goddamn movie. All right, cool.
I just said, yeah.
Nipples the cat.
Wait, you're jumping.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because in the very beginning of Wolf Cop, there's a bunch of missing animals that the radio hosts are talking about.
Oh.
And they're panning over a bunch of missing animal posters. I was like, is he already a werewolf? And there's a picture of a cat, and it says Nipples the cat. Don't worry, Nipples the cat comes back to play.
Yeah, she does.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there are there's a lot of very few hidden gems in Wolf Cop. There are a lot in another Wolf Cop, and once we get to that one, I'm gonna we're gonna jump straight into Jason Michael. You guys have learned pretty much, but
I just love the fact that in Lou's apartment there were bongs on the ground, beers on the ground, and then Boober.
Yep.
Boober magazine.
Good
for you.
Which gets another appearance, which is amazing.
Hell yeah, it does.
I didn't write this fun fact down, but I did find it amusing. And they used, so the set that they used for the police department, it's the same set for both movies.
Mm-hmm.
This says something about where they shot this, but the set is actually an abandoned fast food restaurant, and it was still abandoned years later when they made the second movie. They were like, oh, I wonder what this place is now. And they were like, it's still an abandoned fucking restaurant. And they were like, oh, can we use this? They were like, yeah. No, they didn't even have to. Like, they pretty much said that they didn't change much. The only things they had to change were like the cells. Like, they had to remove those because they installed them. But yeah, I thought that was amusing. And once I learned that fact, because I learned that before I watched another Wolf Cop for the first time, and I was just like, yeah, that's 100% a restaurant. Like, there's no questioning it. Once you see like the way the building is laid out, you're like, that's not a police department. Like, and the fact that they didn't change anything, like, the boarded up window already there. Like they were just like, this is a shitty derelict town with a fucking half-ass police force that happens to be run by a fucking lizard person,
And no rules.
lizard person. Yeah. But yeah, so the town is both movies take place in the same town in Canada, and they just are, the whole town is just a drunkard's paradise, basically. They have a wonderful restaurant there, I guess, or a convenience store called Liquor Donuts, because in case you were looking for anything that could be more Canadian, liquor and donuts, that'd be it.
Yep.
Yeah, but Lou is exactly the worst of the worst characters in both forms, which is wild because even when he does take the wolf form, yeah, he's trying to do good things, but he's doing all of it the wrong way. And I just love it.
Still better than the cop in Wolf of Snow Hollow.
Yeah, anyone's better than that cop.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking the fucking cop that tried to turn on RoboCop's better than that cop.
What, Red Foreman?
He's not a cop. He was a gangster. I just dropped something. I have no idea what just hit the floor.
Well, as it turns out, since I hadn't seen Terminator before, I've also not seen RoboCop.
Well, stay tuned. Subscribe to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/spoiler sleepover podcast. And you can get Jason Michael Gets Learned. But yeah, so Lou ends up, just because he's a fuck up drunk cop in town, and he ends up stumbling into what we initially are led to believe is a satanic cult that utilize his body as a vessel to bring in a werewolf. They use lycanthropy, which is, I had to look it up because I was like, did they make up lycanthropy? Because we know what a lycanthrope is, but I was like, lycanthropy.
You've never heard. I mean, it's pronounced lycanthropy.
Oh, that sounds ew.
Yeah.
That sounded gross. I don't.
Well, I mean, you've never heard that?
No, I had to look
Really?
it up because I was like, they make that up, and no, it's a practice. I was like, holy fucking shit! Like, this is wild. Yeah.
And here we are with the werewolf segment of the podcast.
Yeah, there we go. And this is we started this. It was an idea that I had. No, it was an idea that you joked about. And then I said, let's fucking do it. And you're like, well, how are we going to do that? And I was like, here's 4 werewolf movies because you love werewolves. So obviously
all from Wolf Spaceman.
Yep.
All from Wolf Spaceman.
And you know what's cool? This is an area of the horror film, like, lexicon that I have not ever really touched on. Werewolves really never were my thing. Like, it never really piqued my interest. I was more of like a slasher or a creature, but like Creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, I felt like the werewolf and the Draculas, vampires, all of that stuff, it's too like one note. You know what I mean?
The Draculas. Oh yeah.
The Draculas.
Welcome. It's time to meet the Draculas. We have Stephen Dracula, David Dracula, Nancy Dracula, and little Susie Dracula.
The Draculas of spring. There's no more spoiler sleepover. It's just segments of the show.
Mummies of winter. And the Phantom of the Operas of winter. And the Frankensteins of fall.
There's actually an entire podcast that is
based on the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, what is it called? Phantom of the Podpra. That's out there. Yeah, I've listened to a few episodes. It's one of the hosts of Horror Movie Night is his podcast. They cover everything: the books, the poems, the movies, the different offshoots of movies, TV series, episodes of shows, songs, like everything. Because there's a fuck ton out there apparently. So
yes, there is.
So anywho, but yeah, so Lou gets turned into a werewolf. We can't forget about his wonderful sidekick in the town. I should have written down names. Yeah, thank you.
Dude, Willie's my fucking favorite character.
Willie's the best. Yeah, when
Willie, oh my god. When he wakes up at Willie's gun shop, mind you.
Mhm.
and he wakes up handcuffed with pink fluffy handcuffs in a bed with a video camera pointed at him, and there's a dog in the bed, and you're like, what the fuck happened? Luckily, we find out very quickly, no, it's not what you think.
No.
And also, the video camera comes into play later because that's not Willie. Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. The Willie kind of shows him. This is something that drove me a little crazy anytime I watch this movie, is the fact that, like, us as the viewers already know Lou's a werewolf, but they keep, for like a while, they keep deterring from like showing us anything. Like, Willie filmed it and he's like, see this, and we don't see it, and you're like, can we fucking see it? Like, we already know we're here to watch this shit, just show us. But
not too long later we get to see it.
Yeah, it's weird. In both movies, there's just enough time for multiple full moons for Lou to be able to be Wolf Cop.
I think it was also in the first movie, it was the eclipse.
Yeah, there was an
solar eclipse.
Yep.
They did a pretty good effect with that, but I'm guessing it's probably just like a fucking screen filter.
It may have just been, I mean, they said that they had why am I forgetting what it's called right now? The footage that's used, they bought or borrowed footage.
Oh, stock footage?
Stock footage, yeah. They had a stock footage thing in the credits at the end. So it may have actually been stock footage that may have been real. So, but yeah, so Lou, I mean, I feel like Wolf Cop's pretty easy to get through. So let's rip the Band-Aid off. Lou is a werewolf. We find out that the police chief, the sheriff,
chief.
Yeah,
because he's a deputy, and so is Tina.
Yep, and Tina is employee of every single month ever, which we also see in both movies, which I think is great. But we find out that him and Willie and the attractive barmaid are shape-shifting lizard people, and that the barmaid is not actually an attractive barmaid. Well, she may have been at one point, but she's an elderly lady.
She's the mayor, because there's a younger candidate that's running against her to kind of like go back to prohibition almost, or at least, stop everybody from being a drunk in the town. And then we find out, due to the satanic cult, that soon-to-be mayor got his throat ripped out the same day that Lou woke up with a fucking pentagram carved into his chest.
Yeah, but also there's a gang of drug-dealing ruffians that run the town, and the leader is the same shape-shifting lizard person that the chief of police is, or the sheriff is. They're the one and the same, which is, it's the one detail, now that we've talked about it, now that I've been able to talk to anybody about this movie, I won't forget, but I forget every single time. It's the only thing about this movie I forget every single time I watch it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, they're the same person, or the same lizard, I guess.
It makes a lot of sense, because as soon as I saw it happen, I was like, oh shit, makes so much sense. Because when the whole meth lab blows up, and hell of an explosion, and Tina goes, yeah, old barn just exploded out on whatever, and the chief goes, motherfucker, and it's like, why are you so pissed? Turns out because that was his meth lab.
yeah
I don't remember who Willie was. Was he like
Willie? Was Willie?
No, he was someone else too.
Yeah, he was a lizard.
The coroner.
Was he the coroner?
Pretty sure he was the coroner. I'm pretty sure he was the coroner.
It's late o'clock again. We're recording balls ass late. My brain.
Welcome to us in the summer. It's Werewolves of Summer. There's a full moon in the sky, and we're falling asleep during it.
Anyway,
let's talk about the first fucking transformation. So he goes to the bar.
Yeah.
And the attractive bartender keeps giving him shots. Obviously, the moment where he takes the shot and he's like, something's wrong here.
Yep.
She's in on it in one way, shape, or form. He goes down to the bathroom, which is down the stairs. Fucking almost falls down the entire flight of stairs, gets into the bathroom, and then a few of the ruffians show up and they start like going to try and find him. Meanwhile, we are getting one of the greatest fucking indie werewolf transformations I have ever goddamn seen.
Dude,
skin ripping, peeling, pulling apart, like damn near as cool as the Company of Wolves transformation of the ripping off of the skin and the toes coming through the boot.
mm-hmm.
The fucking, oh, it's so good. And it's graphic and it's violent and it's cheesy and it's corny and it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I love
amazing. The only downside, and I'm glad that they fixed it for the second movie, the only downside to his prosthetics on his face for this one is his lips look ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like all peeling up just above the lips, and they didn't apply enough like makeup on the lips.
He's just pink ass lips.
When they go back in the morning after he, fucks up the werewolves and shit, or he fucks up the ruffians, there is, oh my fucking God. They go back and there's a face in the bathroom stall. And Tina's like, oh, it looks like a face. No fucking shit, Tina. Fucking ding ding. You got it.
Yeah.
But then also she goes, oh, it looks like you. Probably because it is his fucking face, and that's awesome. Just
I love
the face.
I love the fact that that's the one moment of like stupidity that she shows in either movie too, is the fact that she just picks it up and is like, pretends to wear it. I was like, that's so funny.
Fuck off.
But it's the only time, like, for the most part, she's with it. Like, she's really like, she's the only stone serious cop in that fucking town. That transformation's fantastic. It was unintentional to have both those movies back to back where we got similar transformations, but I did state that the skin rip transformation for werewolves is my all-time favorite. I like that way more than like the body fully changing. You know what I mean? Like Werewolf in London or whatever it's called, an American Werewolf in London. Cool ass transformation, but I just really enjoy seeing somebody fucking rip their own skin off. I think that's wild as shit to me.
No, that's fair. It's brutal.
Yeah. But then I love the Lou as the wolf. They go to Liquor Donut. There's a robbery happening. He fucking takes out a bunch of the robbers, and
the piggies.
Yeah. Which is hilarious. There's three little pigs.
Pig. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
But I like what kills me is when they leave, he just like looks at an auto body shop, then looks back at Willie, then looks back at the auto body shop, then looks back at Willie, and Willie's like, I know what you're thinking and I like it. And it's just like, no one really knew what you were thinking. Like, my first time watching it, I was like, what is he thinking? Like, what is happening? And then he alters the police car.
Yeah, he tried to go back in, but he ripped the door off, and he's just like, oh, fuck. And he just badass turns his fucking into the WOLFCOP car.
Yeah.
And I love, because they're at Liquor Donuts and, stopping the robbery, and the fucking owner of Liquor Donuts goes hard into the WOLFCOP shit in the second movie. I let out an audible laugh when one of the little piggies sees him and goes, who the fuck are you? And he goes, the Fuzz. And I fucking just lost it. Again, corny, cheesy bullshit. And the quippy one-liners are so stupid and ridiculous.
It's like when Willie says the first time, he's like, Lou, you're a wolf. And he's just cop. Yeah, every time. Does it in the second movie too. It cracks me up.
There's a bit when we cut back to, the gang members, because the guy who was supposed to, or one of the guys who was supposed to go kill or rough up Lou, he comes back with like a scratch or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the chief, gang leader goes, you got to keep your eye on the prize, stabs his eye out. And then later when we go to the barn, loses his eye again. Or no, that's later in the movie. I'm getting ahead because one of the coolest it reminded me of the headless dude from Girls with Balls.
Yeah.
When we go back to the barn, there's like a fucking drug dealer party happening, boots and cats and whatever. And Wolf Cop slams through the side of the barn. And what's the first thing he does? He rips some dude's fucking face off.
Yeah.
And it's just the skull going, ah! Ah! And then he falls on the ground. We cut to Willie. He says something. Skull pops up and starts screaming again. He's like, what the fuck? It looks so good, too. It's incredible. That's why I wanted to know the budget of this. And then the explosion shortly after. That's all I want to know now in life. What is the budget of Wolf Cop and Another Wolf Cop?
The amount of times I've seen this movie, I'm pretty sure that explosion's a miniature.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Good,
yeah. But I'm more than sure that it's probably a miniature, just simply because of the size. The size of the pieces of wood that come flying off aren't what you would expect from like a staged Hollywood explosion. Like they don't seem proportionally correct. But who knows? Those were unfortunately fun facts I could not find. So
damn it.
What I did find though, and did not purchase yet, is there is a box set for both movies on Blu-ray. And they have a lot of special features. So I will be picking that up.
Please tell me it's inside I almost said Pussy Lickers, but that's a Rob Zombie. That's a Rob Zombie joke. The Liquor Donuts box.
No, it's your generic Blu-ray case, and it just has like a slash through the middle of it. It's got a picture of Wolf Cop from the first movie and a picture of him from the second movie.
You know what else has a slash? Patreon.com/Spoiler Sleepover Podcast.
Which you should totally go and subscribe. Please and thank you. But please. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really amazing practical throughout this entire movie. And until we get to the end of the movie and we get some of the worst picture over picture fucking imposed Photoshop that you could possibly fucking imagine, it's real full moon shit at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But this is where we get to that amazing moment you were talking about with the one-eyed guy.
Well, before that, we then start to realize everybody's in on it. The hot chick is the mayor because the bartender, hot chick, whatever you want to call her, shows up at the precinct to fuck Wolf Cop.
Yeah.
Now, first off, wasn't expecting some form of bestiality in this. 2, we completely forgot to talk about the fact, and Jermaine from Dead Body Bathtub, this is for you. When the transformation is happening, he goes up to a urinal to start peeing, and it starts peeing out blood. And then we get a full shot of a practical dick, like expanding like a balloon, and rips into wolf dick.
Yeah.
What?
Furry.
Who fucking thought
dick.
of that?
Yeah.
And we see him hanging fucking hairy dong in the second one, just standing there.
Dick count. We get it in both movies. It's
hell yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a lot. There's a lot to cover, but also not a lot to cover in this.
Yeah.
But it comes down to the reveal of the 3 side characters. I guess I was going to say main characters, but side characters are evil. Willie is actually the one who reveals what the whole plan is to Lou, even though he's one of the bad guys. Just fucking, we find out kind of why at the very end, but
yeah,
they capture Lou. He's about to be the vessel to give these 3 longer lifespans
because werewolf blood does that.
Yep. And then his wonderful partner of the year shows up, and it's just a cacophony of everything wrong happening, can happen.
She rocks up because while they are, recording, first off, the werewolf sex, and then all the transformations and all that to study it, and then they go, "Ooh, we can't keep this." Throws it on the ground, stomps it out. They don't think that they're in a precinct, and there's a camera right there.
Yeah,
wow,
pointing right at the cell.
A giant fucking camera. Who could have known?
Right.
Oh, but that's why Tina shows up, and like the gang is there too, and it's a real funny moment as the chief is the chief, and he rocks up and then sees one of the gang members, and he switches to the boss, and he's like, "Boss, what are you doing over here?" He's like, I fuck you, bang, and shoots him.
That's one of those cool camera trick transformations too, because he like walks behind a tree and then emerges from the other side as the gang member. Mm-hmm. I like those very simple, practical choices. So all the gang members get killed. The one-eyed one gets his other eye.
He gets shot in the other fucking eye.
Shot out, which is amazing.
When we get to it, bro, I went, ah! Oh, fucking incredible. Was not expecting it, and I'm totally here for it.
But then we get the reveal of the lizard people. They, tell Lou what's going to happen, and Willie gets killed first. They legitimately shoot him. They're just like, "Yep, yeah, nope." He was like, "I kind of liked him, man. That's why I told him I'm sorry." It's interesting, I think, that it's just like one of those, they're not all evil, like
they're getting there.
Yeah, not all werewolves are evil. We also do find out that Lou is unnaturally strong for a werewolf, and they figure out that it's because of the booze. Like he's a booze powered fucking werewolf. Like when he drinks, he gets stronger. Mm-hmm. That's like Popeye, but with booze, and he's a werewolf and not a sailor man. Like it's just a fucking wild ride in a weird ass movie.
But it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The practical lizard heads are pretty cool. I mean, the transformation back to them is a little but the fact that it's a prosthetic head and we have a prosthetic werewolf running around and doing all this type of shit. I believe it's Tina and the mayor go at each other. Mayor's dead. And then it's the chief, which this is that moment where it's like, final showdown, Lou's on the ropes. What's going to happen? He eventually kills him with a zippy one-liner of, "What were you expecting, Lou?" And he goes, "A promotion."
Yep.
Sure, pal. Sure you were.
That's good stuff.
And then WOLFCOP ends shortly after that.
Yeah.
It really just goes, boop, done.
Pretty much. Mm. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's stupid. It's campy, but all of the practical, like I had told you in advance, I was like, it's a corny ass movie, but the practical is unbelievable. Like none of it makes sense together, but it works really fucking well. And that's why I love this movie so much. It's so much fun.
Because you've seen this. So what would you get, or who, or what, for that matter, would you give the Bloody Legend to?
Honestly, I want to give it to Lil Dean, just because Canadian writers and directors that stay within Canada and don't come over to the States and feed the Hollywood machine, I feel like get overlooked too easily. And a lot of them are putting out really amazing and creative work, and I feel like they deserve that recognition. All right, on to another WOLFCOP.
Whoa. We have to rate WOLFCOP.
Oh, yeah, that's true, that.
And let's go back to the olden ways of old. Rob, on a scale of 1 to 10 exploding werewolf dicks, what would you give WOLFCOP?
I will. It's a 10 for me. I've seen this movie 6 times. So
6 times.
But yeah, I love this movie. I think this movie is it's so much fun. I've already explained all the reasons why I love this movie, so I'm not going to go into it farther. But yeah, it's a 10 for me. What about you? How many exploding wolf wieners do you give this one?
I had no idea what to expect, but based on the picture I was shown when I rented this movie, it was sold. So I would give it a very strong 9. I don't really know many reasons as to why it shouldn't be a 10, but for right now, on my first watch, it's up there.
Totally fair. Fair. Well, there you go.
And before we talk about another Wolf Cop, here's an ad.
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop, the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch. Visit goreclown.com now.
Oh, we went different routes.
Did you buy anything? Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, now for the 9th time of me saying this, let's go on to another Wolf Cop from 2017.
Okay.
All right, so I have fun facts, and I'm going to say them out of order because my very first one is very excited. But so fun fact, I just did 2. Again, only 2. I tried to keep it short so we could keep the episode short, even though we're crawling up on 40 minutes. So Matthew Kennedy, Adam Brooks, and Connor Sweeney play the thugs dressed as Santa and his elves in the opening action scene. The three comprise Astron 6, a Winnipeg-based production company specializing in low-budget horror comedies such as this movie, which I thought was really fucking cool. They did produce this movie, and they ended up being in the movie, and their acting is really good. I was really shocked at like how they were able to act scared and be funny at the same time. I was like, this is fucking great. All right, and then fun fact number 2, which is number 1 in my heart. I had no idea because I had never seen this movie, but Kevin motherfucking Smith is in this bitch.
When I saw the candidate poster, I looked at it and I was like, is that Kevin Smith?
Yeah, I saw it at first. It's on screen it was so quickly, but I was like, I don't know, like Kevin Smith, but I was like, there's no way. So cameo with the cameo with Kevin Smith as Mayor Bubba Rich. His brief role.
We're not on first name basis.
His brief role came about while he was in Saskatchewan scouting possible locations for moose jaws. So if you have been listening since day 1 of this podcast, you know my immense hardcore love for Kevin Smith. I own literally everything he has written, directed, or simply just produced. I literally own movies he's only produced because he had his hand in the pot. I fucking love Kevin Smith. So not knowing he was in this movie, I was like, worst fan ever. Yet I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on Kevin Smith's merch, gone to see him live multiple times. Like, I fucking love Kevin Smith. So
there was part of me that was like, Rob said he hadn't seen any of these movies, but Kevin Smith is right here. You're a fucking liar.
So here's a major thing. I've never heard Kevin talk about it, which is weird because he talks about fucking everything.
Yeah.
But he is also uncredited. He's noticed that. He's not in the credits. He was added by somebody. Somebody added him on IMDb and said uncredited, but he's like at the bottom of the list. So like, even if I were to open that up, I would scroll a little bit and be like, I don't know any of these people, and probably shut down IMDb. Would not have thought to scroll to the bottom and be like, is there anybody really famous that's uncredited in this movie? No, I wouldn't have thought about that.
That's fair.
But this was also dope because he plays a fucking villain. And it was funny because I'm like, all right, his name's Bubba. This is great. And then when he started leaning into like this villain arc, I was just like, what? No, there's no way. It's Kevin Smith. I'm never going to be able to take him seriously as a villain. But towards the end of that first conversation with him, I was like, it's kind of a dick. I was like, this is great. Like,
when he goes, choke down a cold cock.
Yeah. Oh my God. And he's so Kevin about it. Please. So anyway, so I love Kevin Smith. So just the fact that he walked on screen, I was like already like sold. Like I was already sold on the movie, but at that point I was just like,
hi, Kevin.
he walks on.
I like Kevin.
So give baseline outline. The what the studio gave us was a lot and like exactly what you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
But Lou is WolfCop. Liquor Donuts is selling WolfCop merch like a motherfucker. They are, the whole town is in love with WolfCop, but Tina has kept him locked up in an old pound. And it's just like, look, when you're a wolf, you gotta stay put. Like, we can't have you out here fucking killing people for selling nickel bags of fucking weed. Like, it's unacceptable. We got to keep you out. But this big head, rich twat waffle moved into the town, bought a
brewery.
But it's also it's a factory brewery stadium. Like, it's an all-in-one. It's got a brewery in it and a functional factory, but it also is a ice skating rink for hockey.
I just love how this movie started with this guy. Movie starts and it's this random dude going, "You're a loser," and I just was taken back by that as the first thing in the movie. It was, "You're a loser." I went, "Well, fuck you!" Just arguing with this random guy on the screen, all to advertise chicken milk beer. Which, first off, name doesn't sound great. It does sound like many IPAs that are on the market nowadays, but it's a stout, which also started churning my stomach in the wrong way. Like, I like stouts, but a lot of the times when I have a stout, usually it's an imperial stout and I don't know it. It makes my teeth start to shift like back and forth. It's like, but Guinness, right stout.
I just did a I felt like this had to be something like chicken milk. I was like, this has to be something, a reference to something. So I just typed in.
Is it just like dick semen?
Well, I just typed in chicken milk into Google, and the first thing that popped up was cooking chicken in milk. It's a classic braising technique. I was like, yes, I know that. Scroll down to Reddit. How does one obtain chicken milk?
It's actually in Liquor Donuts right next to the headlight fluid and the elbow grease.
There's a photo right underneath that too that just says breaking news, chicken milk is vegan. All right. And then there's a picture of a chicken with a lot of nipples. Oh my Lord. I'm not closing
Don't
this
worry,
window.
we're gonna see lots of nipples later.
Oh my Lord, what the hell? That was a Google search I didn't need to do. Oh man. I was hoping like Urban Dictionary would pop up and it would be like, oh, this is what the reference is. And I'd be like, oh, okay, not.
That's a bold wish, having Urban
And
Dictionary pop up.
Not the internet
milk.
being the internet at me at fucking 11 o'clock at night. So,
well, WolfCop, he kicks into gear, already in the car, chasing down the like Santa's helpers, I think is what was on the side of their van.
Yep.
It's a bunch of dudes dressed up as Santa and like ski masks. And WolfCop does what WolfCop does, and he starts ripping them to shreds one at a time after pursuing them in his car. And then there's a giant present in the back. We find out once they take it back to the pound, and Lou, in human form, opens it after we get our lovely Kevin Smith cameo, and opens it up, and it's just some goo with something in it. And then, as you know, stereotypical, he turns around, walks away, something's moving in the goo. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, it's a person. And I saw it and went, oh, Willie!
something's first, moving in the goo.
Yeah, at first I was a little hesitant because of the last time we saw Willie as a lizard person. But then I saw Willie and I was happy. Jesus fucking Christ, however. So much goes in this movie, and I don't know what the fuck to think of it.
Yeah.
So the chicken milk beer, there was a thing in the first movie. It was the drink and shoot or drink and hunt, whatever. Happens every it happens every year, but like every 28 years, there's the eclipse. And so that's when the lizard people want to sacrifice people. They did it to Lou's father the 28 years before. when Lou goes to the library and just stands up and shouts, "Do you have any books on devil worship?" Great. But in this second one, they're trying to bring back the drink and shoot because of the chicken milk. And then, they also have this whole hockey team. So they're like, it's a whole new day for Woodhaven. Turns out what the chicken milk does is it impregnates you with some creepy, like, Spaceballs alien knockoff looking worm in the gut. We find this out because the rich guy is now making a Frankenstein type deal that she calls him Frank.
Yep.
But he's like this robot with goggles and a helmet.
Dude, that fucking mask is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it just looks like a fucking weathered old man with goggles, 4 eyes.
It looks like the Brute. Yeah, it looks like the West German Rudel Brute that was on Halloween 5. Which, it's in it for a very short period of time.
I don't know why when you said Brute, I thought of grunts from fucking Halo, and I was just like,
perfectly fine.
Also, kind of, yeah, but just real big. I was like, it's not a bad comparison.
Jason, where are you going with this? Jason, what is this? So Frank shows up to the bar. I believe it's the bar, and starts fucking people up left and right. Oh no, it's a strip club.
Yeah,
it's a strip club. It's like club fuck or whatever.
Yeah, spelled PHU.
Yeah,
QU or something like that.
When one of the waitresses or dancers comes up as Frank walks in, she goes, "Welcome to Club Fuck." And I was like, I mean, that can't be the name, right? She was just shocked at the guy, and then it's like, massacre happened earlier at Club Fuck. I was like, you're goddamn kidding me. We find out that Lou basically gets his shit pushed in real quick. He's not as strong as Frank. Mm-hmm. Or, are they cyborgs? Are they just mutants? What are they?
They said a little bit of both. They said that they had like bodies, but like we never saw anything other than that. Then they were building multiple of them. My what I gathered from it was, so the chicken milk's impregnating all of the people that are drinking it with lizard people because they need to repopulate the town. My assumption was they were just using weak lizard people and then building this like exoskeleton around them, but who fucking knows? It was probably explained. I was too starstruck and like held back for like a solid 20 minutes as Kevin Smith was on screen.
And then, lo and behold, we get another scene because Lou, battered and broken, wakes up and Willie takes him to his sister. And very quickly, they start going at it, like damn near instantly. They like crash into a wall and they're making out. And then they go into her room and she starts getting undressed. And then she's like,
wait. So Lou is fucked up beyond repair. Mm-hmm. And his sister's like a Wiccan kind of.
Oh, yeah. Like the moon rocks and shit.
She brings this rock over and starts chipping away at it and then tells him to snort it like it's powder. And and he does. And she's like, he heals like that. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what is that? And he goes, oh, she says it's a piece of the moon. Like it's basically just, it does the same thing the other stuff does, but for werewolves, but it also helps you heal. And I was
imagine if she went to a shop to buy that and it's like, yes, it's a real piece of the moon.
Right.
And then this one opportunity, it's like, it's a piece of the moon. And it's just like fucking plaster. It's just,
She said where it came from and how she got it too, but
again, you were still in Kevin Smith land.
It was from one of the Apollo missions. They had brought it back and she managed to get it somehow. But they go at it and that moon rock comes back into play while they're getting hot and heavy.
Mm-hmm. She starts taking off her leather jacket and then her leather pants and then her leather skin. Oh my God, what is happening? A werecat with 6 nipples. Nipples the cat, ladies and gents, and our non-binary friends.
And then we get the reverse from the first movie where Lou does not change and he we get multiple positions of them going at it.
This is going to sound really weird. I'm kind of glad because, listen, it was bad enough seeing wolf bestiality, but now it's cat bestiality. But I don't know what I would have thought seeing werewolf fuck a cat.
I mean, to be completely honest, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Not in like a kink way, but like,
see, that's why I started with, this is going to sound weird.
Yeah.
Now hear me out.
I mean, at the same time, just think about this on paper. Lowell wrote this down and was just like, this is hilarious. And then
the actors were like, fuck, sign me up.
Yeah,
WOLFCOP, baby. Yeah. Now, what is going to happen in the third WOLFCOP? Who's going to fuck what and what's going to fuck who? I don't know.
I mean, at this point, too, with the amount of time that's passed between the second movie, they need to have kids, right?
Oh, dear God.
And Lou needs to be retired.
Retired WOLFCOP?
Yeah, so they're like,
son of WOLFCOP.
Here's how they do this.
Gross.
The two of them left. They were like, fuck this town, we're out. And they went up into the mountains of Winnipeg, and they were like, this is where we're going to live our life. We're going to live off the land. We're both were creatures. We can hunt. They have a litter of children, if you will, because what else would they do? They're were people.
That was good.
Thank you.
Fuck you. That was good.
And then something happens within their safe territory, or somebody from the town comes back and was like, hey, shit's gone south. But what I really, 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 really want that would make this movie the best thing ever is that Lou just has a big beer belly. And so the whole movie, even when he transforms, he still has it, and he just looks down and he goes, damn it.
I just can't wait for the moment, if that's the way it goes, if, like, say, Lou, we need you back. I said I'd never be back. This happened. God damn it, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, cool, man. We all saw that coming anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But the in heat of the werecat, she starts yowling to a frequency that starts the stomach burster of little Willie the lizard.
Oh, yeah. So Willie came back. We got to rewind to that, too. Willie came back. He was in the goo. Mm-hmm. He was put into stasis. They utilized him. The lizard people utilized his likeness. So he has been reborn, but he's also been impregnated. And we think that his...
Because he was drinking the chicken milk.
Yep. We think that his member is alive. And it just turns out that there's a lizard person that looks just like him living in his belly.
Little stupid mustache.
A little stash. It's so good. It's like,
I love how it's kind of talking like him too. Just enemy.
Yeah. So that thing busts out and then they kill it. So everything culminates at like this big hockey game where this new hockey team, the Dark Stars, versus whatever the other team, I've completely lost.
It was from Regina.
Yeah,
that's what I remembered.
So, which is a real area.
I know. Don't you worry. It doesn't just sound funny.
They are going to utilize a circus toy, because that's literally what that is, the little spinny ball thing, to activate all of the stomach bursting lizard people from everybody that's drinking chicken milk at the hockey game, which they successfully do. But WOLFCOP does a bunch of moon dust. There we go. I figured out how to say it. Moon dust, and drinks a bunch of liquor and gets real strong. He pretends to be he doesn't pretend. He succeeds at being a goalie, which I do think is just the most Canadian way to fucking end this movie. Like, hockey, WOLFCOP is the goalie. You're like, yes, fucking perfect. This is wonderful.
And nobody questioned it in the slightest.
Nope.
So, Jesus Christ. So Kevin is talking with the bad guy like kind of backstage, and this is how we find out their evil plan, because he drinks the chicken milk, crushes the thing, and then they start spinning it. The frequency goes higher and higher, so that's why, you know, little Willie came out to play. A little Kevin Smith comes out and starts eating Kevin Smith, and thus is the end of Kevin Smith and Wolf Cop.
I love his overacting too. It's just like,
God, yeah.
You son of a bitch. And it pops out and he starts punching it. Like,
yep.
Oh, I love Kevin.
Then at the hockey game, like it's so unhinged. Like there are people bringing in scythes and shit.
Get your scythe sharpened.
Exactly. Like the blades. And they're like, all right, we need a plan. We need to infiltrate this hockey game. And then there's a whole fucking, oh no, that's after this. But they start, you know, people start puking and stomach bursters. Wolf Cop goes to town and starts ripping people apart. There's a few robot mutant things out on the ice with these super cool looking Army of Two almost masks.
Yeah, it's the whole entire Dark Star team is just those Franks.
Yeah. And dude, Wolf Cop is sparing nobody at this point. He's going after the other members of the fucking team, not just the Franks. When he starts giving a guy a wedgie, and I was like, is he going to just rip it and like cut the guy in half? No, he just rips his entire back of skin off like he's pulling the shirt over his head to start punching somebody in a hockey fight.
That's exactly what it was.
And I'm like, I was just, I
was cracking up during that. I was just so like, yes.
And there's a dude who kind of looks like Teller. Is it Penn or Teller? Who's the silent one?
Teller.
Okay, so Organo, the organist, looked like Teller to me.
So that guy is actually a famous Canadian musician I had never heard of before, so I didn't put down the fact, but like he's like a top chart selling Canadian vocalist.
So Organo is playing, he's in on it. So he's playing the high pitch thing, everybody's puking. Willie goes in, shoots him, and then takes over with the fucking Wolf Cop music, which is like a rock song, and then kicks into reggae, just like something about the Wolf Cop and a Wolf Cop and it's like, what? This is the coolest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And yeah, the skin rip wedgie, and Wolf Cop starts like getting his ass kicked, and then so he's getting shot up. There's like an ice tank Zamboni that comes out, and he's like losing. He's getting shot to shit. And so the sister comes back as the werecat, and there's like this weird, she kind of looked like, oh God, I can't remember the character's name from Deadpool 1, but the one who he's like, you look like a less angry Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of her. And then so Werecat goes in and takes care of her. And that's when it's like, oh, do you still have the rock? And Willie smashes it up. He snorts the moon dust off of the scythe.
Which is awesome.
It's fucking badass. And then the dude who had the scythe was sipping on moonshine. So he's like, here, man. It was the leftover moon dust because he kept.
Yeah, he puts it into the moonshine.
Hell of a cocktail. Hell of a hangover afterwards, I'm imagining. But it's solved so quickly after that. It's kind of like, oh, all right.
Yeah, the only thing that isn't solved is when they go to corner the millionaire, and they're about to take him out, and he has a detonator, and he's going to blow it up. He's like, well, you got a choice. Either you can try and attack me and we all die, or you let me go and I let you live.
And you go save your wolf friend who's howling because he's getting shot at the moment.
Yeah, so they all leave. We never see that guy again. He's just gone.
Okay. So we'll get to it in a second. But he leaves, and C4 is still going. Wolf Cop does what he does out there, and this is the moment where you see in the background Captain No Eyes, the fucking member of the gang who got his eye stabbed out and then shot. And he's just sitting there with his blind man's cane, just like, da, 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 da. It's like, I see you. I know you. I like
Yeah.
you. But it goes straight to like, oh, everything's hunky dory now. Oh, by the
Yep.
way, it's about to blow up, so let's go outside. And this is where it was like, ooh, that's some CG explosions right there. But they all go out and they just like, I love it when a plan comes together. Start drinking beer by the car, and then they're drinking beer till the morning time, and then they want to go get donuts. I love where when Tina comes back into the rink before they run out, the new rookie that's with her goes, the horror, and she goes, the paperwork. Bro,
Did you stick through the credits?
I don't think I did because I think I finished it. I finished it right before we recorded our off topic last week.
So there's a mid-credit scene.
Fuck.
Where there is a guy leaving like.
Oh no, okay, I did see that one. That's my question. Was that Swallows? Like, who got the work done?
Your favorite moment from the first movie. It's the guy who got his face ripped off. He had his face put back on.
Never made that connection.
And then he just walks out and gets hit by a fucking car. Just so
obliterated by WOLFCOP, and then starts smug. Okay, all right. So there's my connection, because when he rips off the face, he throws it at the car, and Willie tries wiping it off with the windshield wiper, so it just keeps smudging the face. When I was expecting to see the face stuck to it again, but I didn't make the connection that it was that guy. That's fucking hilarious.
So, well, that was WOLFCOP from 2017. Well, another
WOLFCOP.
Yep, from 2017.
I mean, Swallows must come back in yet another WOLFCOP then.
Yes, I really want a third one, I gotta say, but I'm gonna take the reins again on this one for our bloody legend. It's going to Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Because I worship at the feet, at the altar of Kevin Smith, all things. This is amazing.
Hot.
He just happened to be in the area scouting for moose jaws, and there was a movie happening, and they were like, hey, you want a small role?
Holy shit, you're Kevin Smith. Holy shit, you're WOLFCOP. I can imagine that happening.
I love Kevin. We love you, Kevin Smith. You're amazing. Glad you're still alive. So on a scale of 1 to
real fucking quick.
On a scale of 1 to 10, skin shirts over your head, what would you give another WOLFCOP?
There was part of it that made me less like it than the first one for some reason. I don't again, similar to the reason why I don't know why the first one wasn't a 10, but this one didn't entirely live up to the first one for me personally, but yet it was still great. So I would still give it a 9, but I think I prefer the first one to the second.
Okay. That's fair.
What about you?
It's getting a 9 from me as well. I think honestly it probably would have been 8 if Kevin Smith wasn't in it. I do enjoy.
Gives you that extra point, baby.
All right. Well, that was our extremely long double feature of the WOLFCOP movies.
This is the longest episode we've had in a while, even through like most of season 3, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I think the interview definitely went longer than this.
This is what we get for doing a double feature. We'll not do that again.
Just
kidding.
We're gonna do it again, Rob. You shut your dirty whore mouth. We will.
Stay tuned. Well, there you go. You're welcome. For all of you out there who said the openers could be their own show, tune in every Wednesday on YouTube only on YouTube for our brand new show, Off Top Ick, where you get our openers and you get so much more that isn't movie spoilers.
What is next week's werewolf movie? So
www. Next week we're doing a triple feature. I'm just kidding. Next week we're gonna be
doing a triple feature.
Next week we're talking about Late Phases from 2014.
Ooh. So until next week, thank you again, everybody, for listening.
Sleep tight, suckers. Oh.
for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover. Join our cult by following our socials like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And for more offerings like this, follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/Spoiler Sleepover Podcast. So until next week, sleep tight, suckers!